Bermuda Triangle occupies a very significant position in the case of the not only in the case of history as well as it has become a very important part of the geography. Hello everyone, our today's topic is Bermuda Triangle. There are so many video lectures available in the YouTube and other different social media platforms regarding this Bermuda Triangle. So, our today's lecture is intended to solve some undefined queries about the Bermuda Triangle. If we look at the different theories related to Bermuda Triangle, all these theories are classified into two types. One is the psychological theories, another is the scientific theories. One is the psychological or sociological theories, and another is the scientific theories. The sociological theories actually believes that since there are so many events have taken place on this Bermuda Triangle, so our concentration automatically is diverted or is oriented towards the Bermuda Triangle. But the scientific concept says some different thing. In our today's lecture, I am going to highlight what are the different scientific concepts are available regarding this Bermuda Triangle. First of all, I am going to tell that there is no narratives, no horror story, no mysterious events which I am going to explain right now. Only I'm going to explain what is the scientific theory those are available related to this concept of Bermuda Triangle. However, if we look at the distribution of this area of Bermuda Triangle, it is distributed from Miami of USA to Bermuda and San Juan of Puerto Rico. So these three places, Miami, Bermuda, and San Juan, these three places are joined by a triangle. And most interestingly, that triangle is known as Bermuda Triangle. So why the Bermuda Triangle is so special? Why the Bermuda Triangle is so special to us? Why the Bermuda Triangle is so special to us? Of course, there is no such a denying fact that a number of the events have taken place over this Bermuda Triangle. So many accidents, so many disappearance of the ships, disappearance of the flights have taken place over this area. Due to that reason, it has become a matter of very much concern, very much concern that why we are going to study the Bermuda Triangle. In my present lecture, I am going to highlight that there are three reasons that why the Bermuda Triangle has become quote unquote deadly. Why? First factor is the climatic factor. So I will first of all emphasize on the climatic factor. Second one will become the oceanographic factor. Second one will become the oceanographic factor. And thirdly, I want to deal with I want to deal with geophysical. I want to deal with the geophysical characteristics or geophysical explanations. First of all, if I go to climatic factor, so this is the area which is our today's point of concern. So this is the location of the Bermuda Triangle. If you just observe that the just south of the Bermuda Triangle, there is another sea which is known as the Caribbean Sea, which is known as the Caribbean Sea. I'm writing in short, that is Caribbean Sea. That term Caribbean Sea we have heard a number of times from the point of view of tropical cyclones. From the point of view of tropical cyclones, we have heard the name of this Caribbean Sea. And within that tropical cyclone, there is a very ferocious tropical cyclone, one of the most dangerous, that is the hurricane. That is the hurricane. It is considered to be one of the most dangerous tropical cyclone after typhoon in terms of the intensity and ferocity. So this hurricanes is originating over this Caribbean Sea. Now my question is why hurricane is originating over this Caribbean Sea? It is because of the landlocked nature of the sea. If we go to this area is to some extent landlocked. And the other most important thing is that here the sea surface temperature, SST. is found to be very high. Sometimes the SST may touch 45 degrees C. It is quite unbelievable that the temperature of the water body is touching a temperature of 45 degrees C. So this much of temperature, if you go through the factors of formation of tropical cyclone, the temperature needed is 27 degrees C or more, and it is quite higher. It is more than 15 degrees C compared to this 27 degrees C. So this 45 degrees C, it means that higher SST is somehow promoting the origin of the tropical cyclone over this area. Now, if you look at the location of Bermuda Triangle, if you location if you just observe the location of the Bermuda Triangle, this is the location of the Bermuda Triangle. So automatically, because of a close proximity to the Caribbean Sea, the temperature of this water is also very much higher, closer to 40 degrees C on an average. So automatically, this area, because of the high temperature, will become quite unstable in nature. Because of the high temperature, there will be continuous oscillation of the seawater, better say the ocean water, continuous oscillation of the ocean water. So when the ships, those actually pass from Europe to America, if they pass through this Bermuda Triangle, they are often attacked by this high velocity and ferocious oceanic waves over the Bermuda Triangle. So that factor is quite interesting. And apart from that, because of the higher sea surface temperature, there is a higher intensity and higher chances of the development of tropical cyclone. That is the first one. So here I can explain this climatic factor. Now coming to the second factor, that is geophysical. I am coming to oceanography factor later. So coming to the second factor, that is geophysical. If you come to the geophysical factor, if you look at the area, if you look at the area in between North America and Europe, North America and Europe, there is an ridge. That ridge has been formed, that is underwater ridge. That ridge has been formed because of the upwelling of lava and magma. And because of this accumulation of the lava and magma, the formation of this ridge has become possible. And the name of this ridge is Mid Atlantic Ridge. I am writing in short, Mid Atlantic Ridge. It is also known as Mid Oceanic Ridge, MOR, Mid Oceanic Ridge. Not only that, beside the North Atlantic Ocean, we are having this kind of the ridge in South Atlantic Ocean as well. This type of ridge is again visible in the Indian Ocean, which characterizes our bathymetry. So in the Indian Ocean, the name of the ridge is that Carlsberg Ridge in Indian Ocean. Okay, however, because of the upwelling of the lava and magma, because of the upwelling of the lava and magma from this section, this lava and magma contains two important tools or two important parameters. One is the iron, another is the nickel. Because of the presence of iron and nickel, automatically there is a chance of magnetism. And if you go through the concept of magnetism means, or in the case of a magnet, the north is attracted by the south and south is attracted by the north. And whenever this concept is true, it is known as the geomagnetism. It will be known as geomagnetism. So in and around the mid-Atlantic ridge, there is a concept of geomagnetism. And because of the location of this mid-Atlantic ridge, you can also say that the entire bathymetric characteristics has become magnetized. And just look at the location of the Bermuda Triangle. It is very much close to the mid-Atlantic ridge. So automatically it is expected that over this place there will be a greater chances of the geomagnetism. Geomagnetism. So this geomagnetism is ultimately going to affect the gravitational attraction as well. Gravitational attraction as well. This geomagnetism. So Bermuda Triangle is being affected by this mid-Atlantic ridge. So first factor was the higher sea surface temperature and associated tropical cyclone. Now there is a concept of the mid-Atlantic ridge. So one has become our climatic factor, another has become our geophysical factor. Now, if I come to the third factor, it is the oceanographic factor. This is African continent. From this African continent, one wave that is moving towards Mexico. That wave is known as the North Tropical or North Equatorial Current. North Equatorial Current. This North Equatorial Current is moving towards Mexico. Similarly, from the Mexican Sea, one wave is moved towards Europe. That wave is known as the Gulf Stream Current. Gulf Stream Current. That Gulf Stream Current is very warm. Okay, so this is the Gulf Stream Current. And it is moving towards Europe. Similarly, one wave that is coming from the northern part, or you can say from the North Pole, that wave is colder in nature, that is Labrador Current. So Labrador Current and Gulf Stream Current is converging near the coastal land of Europe. And because of this convergence of this Gulf Stream current and Labrador current, there is generation of fog near the coastal belt of Europe, near the coastal belt of Europe, and better say the coastal belt of Britain. However, in between this North Equatorial current and this Gulf Stream current, there is a particular sea, and the water movement of this sea is totally stagnant, and that sea is known as the Sargasso Sea. Sargasso Sea is occupied by water lily because of the less movement of the water, or you can say nil movement of the water or zero movement of the water. This Sargasso Sea is located at a close proximity of the Bermuda Triangle. At a close proximity of this Bermuda Triangle. So automatically the water of this Bermuda Triangle never gets the chance to meet with the water of the other places. So whatever the amount of the temperature it is actually receiving, because of the Gulf Stream current, that water cannot meet with the water of the other areas. So the sea surface temperature of the Bermuda Triangle area remains very high. And this high sea surface temperature is because of this Gulf Stream current associated to the zero movement of water because of its association with the Sargasso Sea. So the temperature is higher, the water movement is nil, and apart from that, there is a concept of geomagnetism. It means the total bathymetry has been occupied by the lava and magma, and from the back end, the lava and magma is continuously generating the magnets. The magnets. So these are the three prominent theories. One is the climatic, another is the oceanographic, and thirdly the geophysical. These are the three scientific explanation of the origination of Bermuda Triangle. And because of these three factors, anyone can say that the sea will become or the ocean will become totally unstable, and because of the formation of tropical cyclone, the the air movement will become completely variable, right? So due to these three reasons, Bermuda Triangle has become quote unquote deadly. Thank you all of you for your patience.